Welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. This is usually my setting for trash beer reviews, but I don't know if this one's going to be a trash beer or not. According to Jay, this beer sucks. This is the Lakefront Brewery out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Pumpkin Lager beer. Never had anything by Lakefront before that I know of. Certainly never had this beer before. It sounds really interesting though. A pumpkin lager. Anyways, see what we can get here. That was bottle conditioned there for a sec. Poured pretty quick, huh? It's a little more yellow than your average pumpkin beer. I know it looks very dark on camera. It's like a yellowish, orangish, lots of carbonation on the glass. I'm not commenting on the head anymore. You can see the head for yourself. Doesn't smell bad. It smells like pretty much any other pumpkin beer. I definitely get the usual nutmeg, cinnamon, and pumpkin. I said there's two types of pumpkin beer, pumpkin pie beer and pumpkin potpourri beer. This smells more like the pumpkin potpourri, so let's see if it tastes like that. Cheers. Yeah, it's definitely more than the pumpkin potpourri. The first thing I noticed was how ale-like it is. It kind of reminds me of maybe a Saranac or a Post Road. Not the, more imperial type pumpkin ales. Just the regular old normal pumpkin ale. Definitely get a nutmeg, cinnamon, maybe some allspice in there. And your, typical kind of pumpkin potpourri kind of taste to it. I think it has a little bit of cardamom in there or something. It has that kind of that spice. It's almost like bordering on mint. The Dogfish Punkin has like a ton of that. This is very subtle. I can taste the lager underneath this. It's really interesting and weird. So I do like you can get like all this spice, but at the same time I get like this kind of almost like a high fructose corn syrup, like artificial sweet kind of corn / cardboard taste to it. It's strange. It's not awful. It's just kind of weird. It's a little bitter up front. In fact, for the first nanosecond it's in the mouth, it has like this salt water kind of taste to it. Yeah, and then you get all the pumpkin and the spices and all that stuff on the second half. It finishes mostly clean. Spices linger around for a little bit. I'm actually drinking this fairly warm. If this was a lager, it'd be, a lot of these things might not be as noticeable. For a lager, it's not super fizzy. It feels a lot thicker than your average lager. So it's not light-bodied. It's, on the lower end of medium-bodied. Pretty comfortable mouthfeel, I guess. I don't know. This isn't bad. I think Jay said it was awful, but I wouldn't say this is awful. It's not delicious, but it's not really bad. Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent to it. The pumpkin and the potpourri spices are nice, but as it's warm now, that the lager kind of quality is coming out more and more. So I remember Jay said that in his review. He said it just tastes like a lager plus these spices to cover it up. Has kind of a buttery kind of taste to it. I don't know. This definitely is far from a perfect beer, but it's far from being horrible, I think. I kind of dig it. I'll give this a 6. Give this a thumbs up. I'm not gonna jump for joy about it, but I could see myself drinking a couple of these. I think if you're gonna drink this beer, you probably want to drink it pretty cold. I'd be interested to see how it tastes straight from the bottle too. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for Lakefront Pumpkin Lager beer. And that does it for this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Wasn't a trash beer review. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.